Myszkowski. My mother named me Jennifer because I was in law in 1975. Don't pity me, she mixed it up a little bit. My middle name is Ann. Thanks, Mom. Whenever anybody hears my last name, Myszkowski, they always say, Myszkowski. Is that Polish? And I always say no, because when my great-grandfather was coming over from Ireland, he changed it from Myszkowski. So as to avoid the immigrant stigma. That's the ticket. I'm from born-again people. My whole family is born-again Christians. You guys familiar with the born-agains? For those of you who aren't, hot damn, they love Jesus. So much. And they pray an awful lot. My dad's a special concern, of course, car safety. I'm on the road a lot as a comic. I can't help thinking God has more important things to be concerned about. Is he like, God, come quick, we've got a situation in the Middle East. And God's like, not now. I'm making sure Jennifer Myszkowski gets to and from the Hukelau safely. My mom prays for parking spaces. No, she really does. But more than pray for them, she demands them of her guardian angels. 'Cause she's got them. You'll just be driving along and she'll be like, angels, find me a parking space. Like she's Charlie or something. And I'm like, Ma, do you think God gives a shit where you park your car? And she says, Jennifer, God loves you so much. And he knows how many hairs are on your head. So every now and again when I'm bored, I just pluck a few out to fuck around with God. Is he up in heaven? Like 5,678, 5,679. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. My mom is one of those kind of ladies that's going to give you advice whether you want it or not. Do you guys have one of those in your family? Oh, I'm not cheering for it. We cannot cheer for that bullshit. Let us not encourage it. My mother, as a teenager, we're driving in the car, and she turns to me and she says, Jennifer, if a man ever asks you to put ice in your vagina, that means he likes having sex with dead people. So far, it has not come up. And honestly, I'm a little bit disappointed. Because I was prepared. I was prepared. So, my grandpa died the day after Christmas. I know, I thought we were having too much fun. My grandpa died the day after Christmas. I don't know how to describe him to you in a way that fully encapsulates the man he was. Do you guys know somebody with a disability that so overcompensates for their disability that you hardly even notice they have it anymore? My grandfather had no legs. For real. But he was such an incredible, incredible asshole. Hardly anybody even noticed the legs then. Nobody even noticed. He lost his legs, complications of diabetes. He also went blind. When he died, he had chronic kidney failure, chronic pneumonia, congestive heart failure, and he was missing a pinky. But until the day after Christmas, he was still alive and kicking. But not with his legs. Because he didn't have legs! He was 88 when he died. He had a good long run. So he didn't run anywhere, he had no legs. He had no legs, guys. No, may he rest in pieces. Is that too far? Did I take it too far? Oh, God, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You know, he wasn't all bad. You know, if you ever put on weight, he'd be the first guy to give you a hug and say, huh, you seem a little fatter. He's all heart, all heart. I went to visit my grandma in Florida, because that's where old people live. I don't know if you know this. But I went to visit her, and she's a red hat lady. Do you guys know about the red hat ladies? Okay, good. So for those of you who don't, they're ladies of a certain age, and they get together and they have a cackling good time. Hooray! Because they can. And they read this poem that goes, when I'm an old lady, I shall wear purple and a red hat. And it goes on and on about being sassy. And so my grandma, she's a red hat lady. I was out recently, I saw a big group of red hat ladies. And with them were people wearing pink hats. And so I called my grandma and I was like, dude, what's the deal with the pink hats? And she said that the ladies in the pink hats are ladies that want to hang around with the red hat ladies, but are not yet old enough to do so. So they are relegated to the pink hat. So it seems like the pink hat ladies are the training bra to the red hat ladies, 1970s era, cross your heart, Playtex Brazier, the 18-hour one, remember that one? Do you remember those commercials where the ladies like, oh, cross my heart, like that, remember that one? If you're not familiar with that Brazier, what it does is it takes your boob and sort of, let me demonstrate, sort of swooshes it up into like a big triangle, like that. If you hug my grandmother wrong, you will sustain eye damage. You will put on none. So I'm visiting her on my vacation. We're reading the Sunday paper, you know, the way humans do. And she turns to me and she says, Jenny, do you know why I wear these beads? She wears these like big, ridiculous, colorful, plastic, over-the-top beads. I say, no indeed, grandmother, I do not. Pray, why do you wear those beads? And she said, I'm a big fat old lady. And I just need a little something that draws the eye up. A little time passed. And then she turned and says, I noticed you don't wear any jewelry. Is this scarf detracting from my fat ass? Just can you let me know about that? Because I'm not sure. I'm just not sure. So, let's see. One morning, she didn't get the part. I'm on my vacation time. I don't want to shock you from my regular day job. I don't want to, all this glory also enjoys a day job. So, I'm on vacation from my actual day job. I'm trying to sleep in a little bit. She keeps waking me up for stupid reasons. One morning, she wakes me up by throwing 2 boxes of 1970s era panty liners at my head. And she said, you'll take these home! I said, I will not. She said, I don't need them anymore. I said, I don't need them either. She said, I don't know why you won't wear panty liners. They will keep your underpants nice. I said, grandmother, I am of the notion that my underpants are there to keep my pants nice. It did not go over with her in the fashion that it has gone over with you tonight. But I gotta tell you something, they came in a box, and never in my lifetime of menstruation have panty liners ever come in a box. They come in with sort of like a shrink plastic wrap thing. And so I was very curious. I busted one of the boxes open, and she wasn't kidding. Were they ever nice? Scented and delightful. So straight away I went into the bathroom, and I put one right into my underpants. And I called out to her, Grandmother! Grandmother, do you have anything I can put over these panty liners so that I can keep them nice? My dad, you guys are very kind. My dad is a machinist. He works on shear mixers. I don't know if you're familiar with those, but basically it's a big arm. It goes into a big vat. It's like, and it turns whatever is in the vat into an emulsion. The machines that he works on are so powerful. They can turn oil and water into a mixture that does not split apart. Okay, so. My dad is a machinist, so he fixes these machines, and then people come, and by people I mean companies and their representatives, come from all over the country to his machine shop, and they bring all of their ingredients with them, and they put them in the big arm, and the big, and then they take a small sample back with them from whence they came, to see if they want to purchase these machines. Now my dad's job is to fix the machines, but during these demonstrations he has a very special job, and that job is to throw out whatever these people don't take back with them. And if your dad is anything like my dad, you already know he can't throw a goddamn thing away. So he's constantly bringing things home that he has made at work. For example, he has brought home apple pie filling. Another time he brought home salsa. And another time he brought home hummus. And I'll tell you guys something, you have not lived until you have had a tasty hummus fresh out of a machine shop. My compliments to the chef! So, one time he brought something home a little different, and went like this. Brought something home for you ladies, he said to my mother, sister, and me. What is it, said we? He opened the container and he said, guess. It was a white pasty substance, so my mother naturally said, Crisco? And then my dad replied, no, Vagisil. From your reaction, I'm guessing you're familiar with Vagisil. For those of you who aren't, it's a cream, an ointment, if you will, and it's for a situation wherein you might like to put ice in your vagina. So, my dad brought home a 5-gallon bucket of Vagisil. Do you know, a tube of Vagisil is about this big. It's about 4 ounces. 4 ounces of Vagisil. If you get a 4-ounce tube of Vagisil, it'll last you what, ladies? I don't know. Your entire fucking life! So my dad brought home a 5-gallon bucket of Vagisil. I never ever want to have a situation where I need a 5-gallon bucket of Vagisil. Now, I know the question in your mind, what do you do with a 5-gallon bucket of Vagisil? Thank you for asking. If you're my father, you'll go into the pantry and you'll get out a series of small Tupperware containers. Hold on a minute. It's my dad. They're Parquet and Cool Whip containers. And you will fill them with Vagisil, and then you will pass them out to your teenage daughter's friends. And all the ladies at the church. How do you take a relatively normal child and turn her into the glory of Jennifer Myszkowski you see before you today?